Wyntr here, and we are on the TimeShot server. It's Friday, so that means Q&A Friday, otherwise known as I don't have anything else to record or talk about. What we're working on here is something I started working on Tuesday on my stream. We're building this wall that goes this way behind the castle over here. And so yeah, this hill goes up too far on both sides, actually. Like if you were to go around the other side, I think we're gonna go over there and work on that since it's daylight too. But it is Q&A Friday, and I am by myself today, so I will be answering these questions solo. And that's the thing. Let's go back here and tear down the hill on this side of the wall. Just because the mobs were just able to see, you see right there? Right there? Wow. There's like a big cooldown when I swing my shovel. It's like da-da, da-da. So yeah, they're just hopping right over this wall. Like, I don't care. There's a wall there. So let's get started. The first scarily is my question. Blocky Plays asks, somebody's probably asked you this before, but what is your favorite wood in Minecraft? I'm thinking you can probably guess what my favorite wood is, but it's dark oak. I really like the way it looks with stone. I think it makes medieval builds look even more medievally. If that is a word, probably not. But I really love the way that it looks, honestly. It just looks really good. That and cobble, like it just, the dark wood of it, like before the only dark wood we had was spruce, and that wasn't even very dark. It was just like, it was just mostly dark. I know this has got to be filled in or something. This looks horrible. So we're just basically digging this up today, I think. I don't even know why that was different colored. That was so weird. Thomas Kirkham asks, what's your favorite type of tree? Now, if you're talking about like real life tree, I'm pretty sure you're talking real life tree, not Minecraftian tree. I would probably have to go with dogwood because in the spring they're really pretty and they're pink. I think there's like petals or something or leaves. I don't think it's the leaves that turn pink, but I know that in the spring dogwood trees have beautiful pink foliage, and it's just amazing looking. I think they look so cool. Riverside Acanthra Sriracha has asked, what is your favorite social media? I broke my shovel. It's getting dark, so we can't be on this side of the wall. This side of the wall equals death and destruction. That's okay because we do have some people we can put into our donor hall today. Some updates. We can do that. Well, it's nighttime and evil. No. My favorite social media is got to be Twitter. I honestly am on Twitter all day. Like, and then before I go to bed, I do a pre-Twitter crawl. Pre-sleep Twitter crawl, and then when I wake up, the first thing I do is grab my phone and then scroll through Twitter to see what happened while I was asleep. So I think Twitter has to be my favorite social media. It's just, it seems like I'm on it more than anything. I'm on it when I'm bored, everything. Okay, so I'm gonna get my, hold on, you see my head bouncing around here. Desktop. Donations. Where's my donations? There they are. We've got two donations, and they are iron donations. So that's sweet. Is there anybody up here lower than $20? I don't think so. No, nobody up here is lower than $20. Okay, so we're gonna put them in here. Cool, we have 2 spots left. The first spot is going to go to, I don't have one here. Oh. We need to make 2 blocks. 2. Boop. First one is gonna go to Dot 83, and he donated $20. Very nice, very nice. $20, yay! The second one's gonna go to Larry, and he's a new guy. He's new to my streams, and he donated $4. But he also is subscribed to my Beam channel, so that's pretty cool. Beam subscribers are amazing. People who like support my stream so much that they've like subscribed to me are amazing. Like we're up to, I think, 12 subscribers, and it's so cool. Like every time I get a new subscriber, it's like the coolest feeling ever. Like, wow, you guys really like me. Okay. Elisha Jackson asked, have either of you ever had chicken pox? I'm asking because I've never had chicken pox. My mom always vaccinated me on time. Now, I did have chicken pox. I can't say about Poet because he's not here. I did have chicken pox. I had it when I was about 14 years old, and it was pretty scary too because what happened was, let me take a drink. My mouth is really dry. My mom, she didn't vaccinate us. There's a skelly up here. Ouch. There's a cool down. Ouch. 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 Man, they strafe now. What's up with that? There we go. I think we got all that. Get rid of all this stuff. Hopefully we lowered it enough over there that they can't come back. I hope so. So, I want to see if they lowered it. What happened was, my dad was dating this girl. And, she had some kids and we went over there and they had the chicken pox and we came home after our weekend with my dad. And, my brother got it first. He had the chicken pox first. And I was at school and I didn't realize I had the chicken pox. It was so bad, you guys. Like, I don't know if you know this, but the older you are when you have the chicken pox, the harder it hits you. That's why it's really good to get the chicken pox when you're younger because it doesn't make you as sick, I want to say. I mean, the older you get, the more life-threatening it can get when you're sick, when you get the chicken pox. Unfortunately, if you get it too early, then you can probably get it again later in life. Oh, you suck. Why even? Why are you strafing? You shouldn't be that smart. Jerk. Yeah, they can't get over. Good. So, my brother was 13. My sister was 8, I think. I want to say 8. And I was the oldest. So, I want to say my brother got it first, my sister got it last, and I got it the worst because I was 14 years old. There are like periods of time I was unconscious. I had such a high fever. My mom actually basically, all of us had the chicken pox, right? She had us all camped out in the living room so she could take care of us. My brother, we had 2 couches. My brother and sister were on the couches and I was like on a mattress on the floor. And it was just easier for her to take care of us that way because she was a single mom. So I give her kudos. Seriously, it couldn't have been easy taking care of 3 sick kids with the chicken pox. Don't drop on my head. So I had a high fever. It was so high at one point, she had to drag me on a rug down the hall and dump me into a tub of ice water to try to bring my fever down. Like, I was so unconscious. I had chicken pox in the bottom of my feet because I wasn't moving. I was so sick. And I still have tons of scars, too. But, yeah, Beth has been vaccinated, so she hopefully will never get the chicken pox. And I had it so bad, I don't ever worry about getting it ever again. Let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. Travis Terry says, hey, Wyntr, when is your birthday? Mine is tomorrow. I was up 6 days ago. So happy birthday. Happy birthday, Travis. I missed your birthday. Happy birthday. My birthday is the 16th, and we will be doing a live stream, actually a couple live streams, probably some extra long ones on the 16th on Beam. And I know I already have some presents to open up. We're going to get a cake, and we're going to sing happy birthday to me and blow out the candles, and it's going to be awesome. We're just going to have a nice little birthday party for me. So there's that. If you guys want to join, there's a link on my channel homepage to my Beam channel if you're not already following me. I stream right now 4 days a week. Actually, like 3 days a week, 4 times a week. Because I stream twice on Wednesdays. I stream once early in the morning for my European friends, and the rest of my streams are all at 6 p.m. Eastern, just so you know. James Smith says Superman or Saiyan. See, I don't know. Poe would probably vote Saiyan. Me, I'm not so much of a Dragon Ball Z fan. Like, I don't really know the Dragon Ball Z universe. All I know is that my boyfriend in high school used to watch it, and I couldn't stand it. Because come on, it takes like 50 episodes to get 10 minutes in the show. Like, they'd be like, the world is gonna blow up in 30 minutes, and then 3 episodes later, we only have like 20 minutes left before the world explodes. And it's like, okay, there's 30 minutes in an episode. What is with the time speed in your universe? It's warped. It's like Microsoft time. Microsoft minutes. Ellen Stopper says, if Trump became president, what will you do? Honestly, I will probably feel really bad for America at that point. I mean, I'm not so as much political as a lot of people are. This is so loud. Hold on. Sounds. Let's turn hostile down a little bit. I have a headache, so that might be why it's bothering me. I do believe that Trump will make a crappy president, but honestly, our government is run by corporations anyway. It'll just be like how things are now. Laws get passed because whoever has the most companies behind the law get it passed. Everything is run by corporations. I have a whole rant dedicated to this, where people are even publicly backed by corporations for their campaign funds, and nobody says anything about it. Although I will give Bernie Sanders the fact that he is an honest, if you can ever say any politician's honest, he's about as honest as they go. And even if I wasn't a Democrat, I'd probably still give him kudos for that, because he's such an honest politician. I wonder how he's even going to win this election. Like, you have to be so corrupt in order to get anywhere. It's the sad part, but it's true. And it's really sad that Hillary was like totally against half the things he stands for. And now she's even like seeing how everybody's supporting him and going, oh yeah, me too. I think this too. Just because she can see how Bernie Sanders is winning by being for the stuff. So it sucks because, I mean, I know that it'd be kind of cool to have a female president, but that should not be the reason why people vote for Hillary. I mean, yes, she's a girl and we've never had a woman president, but if somebody does not stand for what you stand for, it doesn't matter what we're gender equality people, okay? So gender equality doesn't mean, yeah, we need a girl president. It means, is this girl president what vote are standing for the things I believe in? No? Well, then maybe I shouldn't vote for her even though she's a girl. Because it's just, people voting for somebody just because they're like, well, I believe in feminism, so I think that Hillary should become president. That don't mean squat. You know, if she doesn't believe in the things that you believe in, then why would you want her to vote for her to be president? Why? I don't get it. Because I believe a woman should be president. Well, that's not good enough, honestly. I don't care what, as long as the person believes in what I want, I don't care if they're a man or woman. That's equality. It shouldn't matter whether or not they're a man or a woman. It matters if they believe in the things that you believe in. So there's my rant about politics. I could go on and on about politics. So I'm not going to. Okay. Austin Cicini says, Q&A, scientists have found gravity waves. They say it's from colliding black holes. I think that's bogus. I think they are because you and Poet are so attracted to each other. Do you agree? No, I don't think we create gravitational waves. I don't, because I think gravitational waves have been there long before Poet and I existed. So while I do enjoy your point of view, I have to politely decline to agree with you. So there's that. Let me see here. Scrolling down. Waterwolf says, how are you cats? How are your cats? I'm assuming you're saying, how are my cats? My cats are good. Mew is still having issues with his tail. And because of his neuroticness, he's a little more clingy than normal. Like, every time I go into the living room now, he is very much there. Like, oh God, love me. Love me. I need you to love me. And he's very clingy. He wants me to pick him up. He wants me to love on his face. If I'm sitting on the couch, he'll jump on me and just like get as close as possible and just start purring away like he's so happy. I gotta admit, we don't spend a lot of time in the living room. I'm usually in my room recording, and I have my door shut because the cats will chew on cables. And I have a lot of expensive equipment that I don't want ruined. So, and then when Beth has gone a lot lately because she's doing, she's in a play. She's doing play practice. And when she does get home, she goes into her room and shuts her door. So, I mean, sometimes we hang out in the living room. I spend my mornings out in the living room, but in the evenings, the cats are pretty much by themselves, which is pretty much the equivalent if Beth was at school and I was at work. That's the amount of time that the cats are on their own in the living room. So when we do come out of our rooms, they are all over us. They're like, oh my God, I've missed you so much. Oh God, yes, human contact. So that's Mew. Dinah is very strange where she does not like being picked up and loved, but she wants attention. She's like, look at me, I'm cute. I'm cute and adorable, but don't pick me up because I don't like that. And they both have their own weird meows. Like Dinah, when she meows, it goes buck meow. For some reason, she clucks buck meow. And Mew is So that's their meows. That's my cats. Neon Narwhal asks, will TimeShot ever have a map reset, and why is Poet such a butt? As it is, we're looking at, because our map has been fully explored now, thanks to Huck and Edson, we are going to have a map reset at some point soon. Probably not until the next big update that introduces new blocks, though. So hopefully it's not until after I finish my work. But it bugs me because honestly, I was looking forward to finishing my build and slowly editing it and changing things. But a lot of people are not like me. They don't build slow. They build fast. And those are the same people that when they play MMOs are quick to get to end game, and then they're like, there's no end game content. Meanwhile, I'm like level 20. Like, oh, I'm barely anywhere in this game yet. So I guess it's just different play styles. A lot of people aren't slow at enjoying games. I tend to just take my time. I'm not saying it's wrong to play really fast if that's how you enjoy it. I personally like going slow. So I'm kind of disappointed too because I don't think I could do another build like this. This project has been something that I've loved building. And if we start over, I don't like starting over. And I won't do anything like this ever again. I will do a much smaller build. And then I'll be one of those people like, I don't have anything to do in the server. Can we do a map reset? Okay. Why is Poet such a butt? Because he is, and I love his face. Isabel Z asks, question, would you rather go to the top of space, the bottom of the ocean, or the middle of an unexplored jungle? Explore frontier. Ooh. See, I don't know, because I have like a problem with claustrophobia. Like if there's no place I can escape to. And the problem with being in outer space is you're surrounded by a bunch of stuff that can kill you in a tiny little itty bitty spaceship. And if you're at the bottom of the ocean, you're surrounded by tons of water that could kill you in a tiny little thing. So I would probably have to go with a jungle because I could probably survive more in a jungle than a tiny little tin can in either outer space or in the bottom of the ocean. Let me see here. Hey, Dragonwing Lex Play says there's a Cube World update soon. At least I hope it's soon since I want to get Cube World but can't because Picorama Store is down, and according to Pixie, there won't be back up until after the update. And I was wondering if you and Poe will play Cube World again. I really enjoyed watching both of you play Cube World. If there is an update for Cube World, and it'd have to be a pretty big update, I would probably play again because I have a lot of fond memories for Cube World. I was playing at the very beginning. I did enjoy it. I had a series on it. So yeah, if there was an update, I would totally get into Cube World again. Drink. Hold on. Austin Sassini asked, have you and Poet ever had doubts or fights about your relationship? You don't have to answer this if it's too personal. No. Honestly, like, for a long time, I did. Before we decided to, before we went to London and we decided that, yes, this was something we wanted to make work, I was pretty much in reserve, basically. So if there was any doubts, it was probably on my end because I'm just it's not something, I don't know. I wasn't looking for a relationship when I met Poet at all. So there's that. But no, now there's no doubts in our relationship, honestly, whatsoever. We are about as close as two people can actually get, possibly. Let me see here. G-Fan asked, do you believe dinosaurs existed? I asked because some people who are Christian or similar religion actually don't. I do, because there is scientific proof that dinosaurs existed. I don't, it's okay if Christians don't want to believe dinosaurs existed. That's up to you. I'm not going to force it on you, but it just looks really silly if your only reason is because of your religion. You can't, like, Poet and I have this discussion all the time. It's like putting a marble in somebody's hand and them not believing in it because their religion tells them it doesn't exist. It's in your hand. It's right there. How does it not exist? How can you not believe that it exists? So, I don't know. I do believe that dinosaurs existed just because we do have scientific proof on it. Sunshine DJ says, have you ever seen the Vine of the escaped criminal El Chapo saying he's coming for Donald Trump? Yeah, because, you know, Donald Trump said some things. I really wouldn't mind if El Chapo did attack Donald Trump, just saying. I honestly cannot believe Donald Trump has gotten as far in this as he has. Like, I think people are only voting for him as a joke. I feel like I can't take America seriously anymore. The fact that he is a legitimate candidate for presidency is the craziest thing to me. It's just insane. I really hope, even if I wasn't Democrat, I really hope Bernie Sanders wins. You know what? I say I'm Democrat, but honestly, I think of my mother is, okay, we're going to go back into the politics because we're done with the Q&A Friday. So if you're done, you don't only want to watch for Q&A Friday, you can actually click off right now because I'm going to go into another politics rant. My mother is a Democrat. She is so hardcore Democratic that regardless of whether or not she believes in some of the things they stand for, she will vote Democrat just because she's a Democrat. And I think that's wrong. Like people who vote Republican because I'm Republican. It's like, have you taken any time to actually look at the values of your candidate? Because, you know what, I'm a Democrat, and the last time I voted, I didn't really agree with everything. Like, I looked at both Republican and Democrat, and I was like, ugh, I really didn't like either. One of them did stand for something that I totally was against, and that's honestly what it came down to. I'm Democrat, and I would have voted Republican if I had believed in some of the things they were going to do. Like, I believe it was down to, I can't remember the other guy's name. But I was for both of them, even though I'm Democrat. And it was because the other guy, Romney, that was his name. He was against same-sex marriage, and that was a sort of a deal breaker for me. So that was the deciding factor. I would have voted for Romney had he been for gay marriage. So it's just people who blindly vote for their party, regardless of whether or not they actually believe in what the candidate is selling, is just crazy to me. Like, I can't believe people vote like that. It's insane. But, you know what? Everybody has a right. That's the nice thing about America. Everybody has a right to vote the way they want. That is America. Okay, we're going to fill this in. Then after we're done filling this in, I think we'll go around. Because the thing is, we have to go down so that level is here, which I think we are finally good enough. I think this will be a good level to end on. So I think with that, we're going to call this a day. Like, if you guys have liked this video, leave me some comments down below. Leave me some questions for next time's Q&A Friday, and I'll see you next time on the TimeShot server. Bye-bye.